Hi everyone, welcome to Get Repair Live TV. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching me from. You are welcome to Get Repair Live TV. Hello guys, welcome to Get Repair Live TV. This is where we talk about African culture, traditions, and religion. I am a Yoruba man. I represent the rest of other Africans who are lovers or who are followers of our religion in Africa. So, welcome to Get a Brother TV. So, if you are just joining me, I welcome you all. So, yesterday I shared with you the story of Orunmila. So, today I will be sharing with you how to appease Ifa. Of course, Ifa is Orunmila. So you're highly welcome to Get Rebel Life TV. If you are new to this channel, kindly click on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel. The join button underneath this video is a button where you can be a member of this page, of this channel. If you are a member of this channel, you are going to have the opportunity to speak with my invited babalawos. So if you click on the join button, you can follow the directive. But to subscribe is free of charge. When you subscribe to this channel, you will be able to watch my videos, my live streaming, and my interviews with the babalawos, with my invited babalawos. So, as I said earlier, yesterday I shared with you the story of Orunmila according to an ancient book that I have with me here. Of course, the information here is very authentic because this book is more than 100 years. So you are highly welcome to Get Rebel Life TV. This is where we talk about Yoruba spirituality, most especially Ifa religion. Of course, we have orishas in Yoruba land that we give honor to. These orishas are so much important to us, as a follower of Isheshe. We are followers of Isheshe, and Isheshe means how we do our thing, how we do our thing in Africa is what Isheshe is all about. Isheshe is a Yoruba language. So we are uh, Isheshe followers, and as well, you can call it Yoruba religion or Ifa religion. So you're highly welcome to Get Rebel Life TV. If you are new to this channel, kindly click on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel. So tonight, presently in Nigeria, the time presently in Nigeria is 9:40 p.m. 9:40 p.m. So wherever you are, I greet you all. I greet you. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. You are highly welcome to Get Rebel Life TV. So, according to the book that I have with me here, which of course have been using to educate you guys on Ifa religion and what you need to know about our orishas. So I will be sharing with you from time to time. I will be giving you the information concerning our religion as Yoruba, as Africans in general. Of course, there are plenty African traditional religions, but of course, Yoruba religion is a very popular one. Ifa religion is a very popular religion. And of course, our African traditional religions are, are the same thing, are the something, the concept is the same. So be it African, be it Ifa or other aspect of African traditional religions, we are all one. Okay. So if you are new to this channel, I welcome you. I welcome you to get a Real Life TV. And I urge you to click on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe to this channel free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel. So the topic tonight is how to appease Ifa on daily or annual basis, on daily and annual basis as an Ifa initiate and materials to use. Ifa initiates, there are some of you guys who are already initiated into Ifa. We call Ifa initiation, Itefa or Ishefa. So whichever one that you belong to, if you are a follower of Ifa, if you are a follower of Orunmila, of course we are all followers of Orunmila because we all consult Ifa and we all benefit from messages of Ifa. But for some of you guys who are initiates of Ifa, you know, it is important for you to know how to offer sacrifice to Orunmila, to Ifa Orunmila, which of course we call Bibo Ifa. Bibo Ifa, in Yoruba we call it Bibo Ifa. That is uh, Bibo Orunmila or Bibo Ifa is a appeasement of Ifa, or you can say appeasement of Orunmila. So if you are an Ifa initiate, it is important for you to always offer sacrifice to your orisha Orunmila. So there are, in a Yoruba land, in Yoruba religion, there are plenty orishas. So of course, you can be a follower of any of them, either one or two or three. But some of you guys are followers of Orunmila by way of initiation. So when you are an Ifa initiate, so you should know how to offer sacrifice to Ifa Orunmila, which of course we call Bibo Orunmila or Bibo Ifa. So I will be sharing with you directly from this book so that you can understand, much more better. Of course, as you know that I have videos of interviews with Babalawos. I've been traveling to different parts of Yoruba land to interview our Babalawos. Of course, to have a book, to have an ancient book like this is a plus. It's a plus, so that we can as well read from a documented material. You know, so I highly welcome you all to get a Real Life TV. So as I said earlier, if you are new to this channel, click on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel. So I'm about to start. I was waiting for you guys. Of course, I know some of you will come back to watch this video. Maybe you are busy right now. So we'll have to start without waiting too long for people to join this live stream. So I'm about to start. I'm about to start sharing with you how this book explains how to offer sacrifice to Orunmila. I say how to appease Ifa, on daily and annual basis as an Ifa initiates and materials to use. You know, Ifa appeasement are categorized into two major parts. So there is daily. You can offer sacrifice to, you can appease your Ifa, or you can offer sacrifice to Ifa or Orunmila on daily basis, and as well there is one of annual basis. So I will be sharing with you, and I'm about to start. So according to this book, which is written in Yoruba language, of course, an ancient Yoruba text is right here. So I'm taking my time. I've studied the text critically so that I will be reading correctly to you guys. And, some of you are Yorubas, you already understand when I read. But for those who are not Yoruba speakers, as I read, I will be translating word by word. word or sentence. So guys, as you know that our fellow brothers and sisters outside Yoruba land, they are lovers of Ifa religion, and they are followers of Ifa religion. They are even following Ifa more than us in Yoruba land. It's very this is a very welcoming development. Our brothers and sisters outside Yoruba land and or outside Africa, they are as well proud of our Isheshe. I'm happy that they are proud of our Isheshe. So guys, let's get started. Bibo Orunmila. Bibo Orunmila. So according to this book, it says eléyìí pín sí ọ̀nà méjì, that is eléyìí pín sí ọ̀nà méjì. How to appease Orunmila, is categorized into two major parts. So nígbà tí a bá jí lówùúrọ̀, tí àwọn onígbàgbọ́ bá ń ké pe Jésù, this book is telling you that just like the way the Abrahamic religion followers, the Christian, just as how they do wake up early in the morning to call on Jesus. As I always tell you on this channel, that the concept of what they do and what we do is the same. We do the same thing. What we do is the same. They call on Jesus to get to God, and of course, we call on our orisha to get to our God. So this book is saying that nígbà tí a bá jí lówùúrọ̀, tí àwọn onígbàgbọ́ bá ń ké pe Jésù, it says that whenever we wake up early in the morning, in Africa, people will, the followers of Jesus, of Christianity, the followers of Christ will call on Jesus. This book says that tí àwọn elégúngún ń pe eégún, the followers of Egungun, you know what Egungun means? Egungun is one of the orishas that we have in Yoruba land, in Yoruba religion or Yoruba spirituality. Egungun is part of what we have. So this book is telling you that, just as how those who are followers of Christ will wake up to call on Jesus, then the same way, people who are followers of Egungun, will wake up to call on Egungun. Tí àwọn Egungun ń pe eégún, tí àwọn ọlọ́ya ń pe ọya. This book is giving you examples of how followers of each orisha call on their orisha. So Oya is part of orishas that we have in Yoruba land or in Yoruba religion or Yoruba spirituality. So tí àwọn ọlọ́ya ń pe ọya, then àwọn babaláwo, who are the babalawos? Babalawo are the followers of Orunmila. Babalawos are the Ifa Initiate. They are the ones who worship Orunmila, who bọ like, they are the followers of Orunmila. So àwọn babaláwo náà máa lọ ojúbọ lọ́dọ̀ Orunmila, máa lọ júbà, pardon me. Àwọn babaláwo náà máa lọ júbà lọ́dọ̀ Orunmila. So just as how followers of Jesus Christ will wake up early in the morning to call on Jesus, then the followers of Egungun wake up every morning to call on their Egungun. Then the followers of Oya wake up every morning to call on Oya. Then the same way, àwọn babaláwo náà máa lọ júbà lọ́dọ̀ Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Then when followers of Ọ̀rúnmìlà wake up, they as well go to Ọ̀rúnmìlà to appease or to give honor to him. So èyí ni pé ojoojúmọ́ ni àwọn ń bọ Ifá wọn. Èyí ni pé ojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n ń bọ Ifá wọn. As I told you that Ifa, Bibo, Ifa appeasement is categorized into two major parts. So the one you appease in the morning, every morning and annually. So right now I am explaining the Ifa appeasement on daily basis. So as I told you, the concept is the same. The concept of religion is the same. We are so much lucky in Yoruba land because we have so many orishas. We have so many orishas, and of course, They are all our orishas are under Isheshe, or you can say Yoruba religion. So you can be a follower of any of these orishas. Okay, so bákan náà, let's continue. So bákan náà, nígbà tí àwọn onígbàgbọ́ bá ń ṣe ọdún kérésì, this book is very explicit. It's explaining that even the Christmas period, just as how Christians, do their Christmas annually, Àjíǹde, ọdún Àjíǹde is, I think, is the birth of Jesus Christ, the birth of Jesus Christ. It's what ọdún Àjíǹde means. Tí wọ́n ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún, in fact, as I do say that before the advent of Abrahamic religions in our land, our ancestors knew God before their coming into our land, and our ancestors had their way, had their own concept of reaching out to God, and you can see it's the same thing. It's the same thing, our Ifa followers, our Babalawos, uh, worship or appease, or celebrate Ifa annually and as well on daily basis, just as how other religions do. Okay, because when Muslims wake up every morning, they will go to their mosque to face Kaaba to pray. Then likewise, the Christian followers will wake up to call on Jesus Christ. Okay, then the Isheshe followers, you know, when you wake up, you go to your Orisha to appease your Orisha. So bákan náà, nígbà tí àwọn onígbàgbọ́ bá ń ṣe ọdún kérésì tàbí ọdún àjíǹde tí wọ́n ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn babaláwo ṣe ń ṣe àríyá lọ́dọọdún nígbà tí wọ́n bá ń ṣe ọdún Ọ̀rúnmìlà tàbí ìmọ̀lẹ̀-kímọ̀lẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ń sìn. You can see ìmọ̀lẹ̀-kímọ̀lẹ̀. Ìmọ̀lẹ̀-kímọ̀lẹ̀ means any òrìṣà, any of the orishas, they are worshiping. Okay, because when you say worshiping, these people, you guys should not get it twisted that worshiping means that we are that okay. Some people are saying that we should worship God. What we mean by worship is different from what the Abrahamic religions call worship. Of course, whatever you honor on daily basis, it's like you are worshiping that thing. Because we know that orishas are from God, are from Olodumare, and we give honor to them. You can't go to God directly. In fact, the concept is even in Abrahamic religions, before God can accept you according to Islam, you have to follow Prophet Muhammad. Then, if you want God to accept your prayer in Christianity, you have to go through Jesus Christ. That means you can't go to God directly. You have to go to God through his messenger, through his messengers. Okay, so when we say worship, of course, we give honor to them. And Bowani, when you say Bo, Umbo Orisha, so when you give honor to your Orisha, of course, it's like you are giving them respect and you are worshiping them. That is what worship means. So when the Abrahamic religion followers say that they only worship God, they only say it, but in the real sense, they go through the messenger of their God to get to God. This concept is the same thing. So let's continue. This book says that Tabi Odun Ajinde, that is the birth of Jesus Christ, that Christians do annually, the same way, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn babaláwo ń ṣe àríyá lọ́dọọdún nígbà tí wọ́n bá ń ṣe ọdún Ọ̀rúnmìlà tàbí ìmọ̀lẹ̀-kímọ̀lẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ń sìn. This is how it is. In fact, before the advent of the foreign religions, we have been offering sacrifice to our orishas, and we have been celebrating our orishas annually and on daily basis. No one, we don't copy anybody. We will know it by ourselves. We know how to appease God through our orishas by ourselves. Okay, so gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa náà ti mọ̀, just as how we all know àríyá ojoojúmọ́ kò lè ní arinrin tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù lọ. I mean, tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. That is what you do every day. This book is just telling you that just as what you do on daily basis cannot be as interesting as the one you do annually. What you do annually, like for instance, people, husband and wife, or your birthday. If you are celebrating your birthday, of course, you celebrate your birthday annually. Of course, we are always happy every day. We eat and we drink every day. But on our birthday is always a special day for us. So this is what this book is talking about. That for the fact that we appease Orunmila on daily basis, of course, the one we do on annual basis is much more interesting. It's much more interesting than the one we do on daily basis. For instance, the followers of Oshun, by next month, August, is Oshun Festival. Of course, in Ojubo Oshun, in Oshogbo now, people go there every day to pray, and the followers of Oshun go to the Ojubo Oshun, that is the Oshun shrine, to appease her on daily basis. But the ones that happens annually is always very interesting, very interesting and very ceremonial more than the ones they do on daily basis. So that's what this book is talking about. Let me read it again. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa náà ti mọ̀, àríyá ojoojúmọ́ kò lè ní arinrin. Arinrin in Yoruba land means interesting, cannot be interesting. Tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, like more and more. So ohun tí àwọn máa ń ṣe níhìn ni láti rántí pé ìwọ̀n ń jí ìwọ̀n ń jí lákòókò àti láti fi ara wọn, ọ̀nà wọn, ọmọ wọn, ilé wọn, àti gbogbo ohun ìní wọn lé Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ́wọ́. Can you see that if you are an Ifa initiate, when you wake up every morning to appease Orunmila, it means that when you wake up, you are, putting your family, your life, your everything about yourself. You are putting everything about yourself in the hand of Orunmila. Okay. In fact, it's very funny. This concept is so so the same, but the truth must be told. We know that God is one and no one has ever seen God before, right? When the Christians wake up, they call on Jesus Christ. They call, Father, my Father, we give thanks to you. Jesus, we give thanks to you. Even Muslims as well will call on God, and they will have, of course, mention the name of their prophet. And the same way, in our own spirituality, when we wake up, we call on our orisha. So this book is telling you that when babalawos, or Ifa initiate, wake up every morning, you have to put everything about your life in the hand of Orunmila, in the hand of Orunmila. So that is the reason why babalawos, of why Ifa initiate, will wake up every morning and must remember to call on Orunmila. Because some of you are Ifa initiate and you just have your ikin, you keep it somewhere without even going there. You have to, and some of you guys will have your ikin and keep your ikin with your babalawo. If you want to receive Ifa's blessing, this is how it is. You must wake up every morning, go to your ikin and pray, and great, put everything about your life on that day in the hands of Orunmila. To that they want to be initiated into Ifa, calling me. Don't pè lẹ́yìn. Someone just called. I don't know why they are calling me. Put it there. That's why the network went off. Oh, sorry. My network cut off. So, let me continue. So, gẹ́gẹ́ bí um gẹ́gẹ́ bí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa náà ti mọ̀, like àríyá ojoojúmọ́ kò le. That's what I've said that. So we wake up every morning. Sorry for the break in transmission. I'm back. So we wake up every morning, to remember our own orisha. I think the man just said something. Let me check it. I think it's useful. Yes, Yoruba spirituality teaches about venerating rather than worshiping. Of course, venerating rather than worshiping. What the word worshiping is an English language. Veneration, that is, honor. Is just like we are trying to adopt this foreign religion. I mean, foreign languages. That's why we are finding it very difficult. In Yoruba land, we call it abo orisha, abambo olorisha, or ambo orisha. So if we want to explain it in English, we just have to say, worship, bo Ifa, right? So veneration, of course, you are correct. Thank you very much. You know. So let me continue. Let me continue. Now, so as I was explaining, sorry for the break in transmission. As I was explaining, you know, when Babalawos or Ifa initiates wake up every morning, they go to Orunmila to appease him. And I said that some of you guys who are Ifa initiates, and I said you guys thought that when you initiated into Ifa, automatically you become rich or you become successful. It is not like that. When you have your Ifa, it is very important for you on daily basis to remember your Okay, sorry about that. I don't know. Someone was calling me while I was on live stream. Please stop calling me, please. Let me be true with what I'm doing. That's why the network is cutting off. So now let's continue. So it is advisable for you when you have your Ifa, you should, your Iking. It is very advisable that you should always you should always pray in front of your Iking so that you can receive a blessing from Oromila. So you are not to, have your Iking and keep it somewhere and feel that, okay, you are initiated into Ifa, you should be successful, Ifa should be blessing you. It's not done like that. So if you are interested, it means that you are a follower of Orunmila, and of course, you must always appease Orunmila on daily basis and on annual basis. So let's continue. So I have something that I will have, uh, the way you can praise Orunmila. Let me put it on the screen so that you guys can have it and you can be able to read it, especially those of you who are Ifa initiate, you can always you can master these praise, you can master this praise, we call it key, Ori key, you can, if you want Orunmila to be happy with you. I want to put it on the screen for you how to make Orunmila happy, every morning. That is it. I'm about to put it on the screen for you so that you can see how to uh, key Orunmila, when you wake up. So I'm about to put that on the screen for you now. I'm about to put it on the screen. Yeah. So when you wake up, this is how you are going to be appraising Orunmila. So I want to put it on the screen for some of you who are Ifa Initiate. Even though you are not Ifa Initiate, you can as well talk to Orunmila for you to receive a blessing. Okay? But most especially the Ifa Initiate. The Ifa Initiate is very important for you to master this. Okay? Now, so I will get to that. Let's leave that. So I'll get there. It's already on the screen. So, tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ọ̀rúnmìlà, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. Now, ohun tí wọ́n máa fi ń ṣe níyìn, like let me continue from where I stopped. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa náà ti mọ̀, àríyá ojoojúmọ́ kò lè ní arinrin tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jùlọ. That is, what you do every day, cannot be as sweet as what you do annually, ceremony that you do annually. Now, ohun tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe níyìn, that is, what you do on daily basis, this is what Ifa Initiates do. This is what Ifa Initiates should do. So, ohun tí àwọn máa ń ṣe níyìn ni láti rántí pé wọ́n jí lákòókò àti láti fi ara wọn, ọ̀nà wọn, ọmọ wọn, ilé wọn àti gbogbo ohun ìní wọn lé Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ́wọ́. That is, when you wake up in the morning, you have to put, your child, your children, your journey, your home, and everything in the hands of Orunmila. So, your body, your body, you have to put your body in the hands of Orunmila. Ọ̀nà wọn, your life, your day-to-day activities, then your children, ọmọ, then ilé, your home, and gbogbo ohun ìní wọn, and everything that you have. So when you wake up in the morning, you have to put everything in the hands of Orunmila. So if you are Ifa Initiate and you keep your Ifa somewhere and you think that you can be receiving blessings without remembering Orunmila, it won't work. It will not work. Okay, so you have to always appease Orunmila on daily basis. So ilé wọn àti gbogbo ohun ìní wọn lé Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ́wọ́. Obì lásán tó fún ètùtù àràárọ̀ báyìí. This book is saying obì, just kola nut, because there are other materials that can be used or that are being used to offer sacrifice to Orunmila. That is when you want to do it elaborately. But this one is saying that on every morning you can use only a kola nut to appease Orunmila every morning. And that is what this book is saying. Obì lásán tó fún ètùtù àràárọ̀ báyìí. That is, you can use kola nut to appease Orunmila every morning. Àràárọ̀ means morning, every morning. So, tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ọ̀rúnmìlà lówùúrọ̀, that is, if you want to appease Orunmila on every morning, if you want to appease Orunmila every morning, a ó mú obì sínú omi tútù. I want you to pay attention, for some of you who want to know how to offer sacrifice to Orunmila. So, tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ọ̀rúnmìlà lówùúrọ̀, a ó mú obì sínú omi tútù, So we'll put kola nuts. We have to put kola nuts in inside cold water. When I say cold water, it's not the water from your refrigerator, but just a cold water, a cool water, not hot water. Okay, a ó mú obì sínú omi tútù. Babaláwo yóò sì mú ìrọ̀kẹ́ Ifá. Of course, if you are an Ifa initiate, you can have all the Ifa divination materials, of course, because you already have Orunmila, you already have Ikin. So of course, you can have Iyerosun, you can have uh, uh, the tray, Ifa divination tray, and of course you can have Iroke, because these are the materials. These are the materials for Ifa divination. Of course, as an Ifa initiate, you should have that as well. So if you want to offer sacrifice to Orunmila every morning, so this book is telling you that tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ọ̀rúnmìlà lówùúrọ̀, a ó mú obì sínú omi tútù. We put kola nut inside cold water. Babaláwo yóò sì mú ìrọ̀kẹ́ Ifá. Then you put ìrọ̀kẹ́. Ìrọ̀kẹ́ Ifá is a stick. The stick that you see in the hands of Babalawos. So that is what ìrọ̀kẹ́ Ifá means. Yóò máa fi lu ọpọ́n Ifá. Just as I told you, as an Ifa initiate, it is advisable for you to have all these Ifa materials. And of course, if you need all these Ifa materials, you can message me via my WhatsApp number. I will get it across to you wherever you are to you. So just send me a message. All the Ifa divination materials can be sent to you wherever you are. So this book is telling you that a ó mú obì sínú omi tútù, babaláwo yóò sì mú ìrọ̀kẹ́. So you have to, because as an Ifa initiate, you are automatically a babalawo. Okay, you are automatically a babalawo. Though you may not know how to cast Ifa or praise Ifa, but if you are a follower of Orunmila, you are as well a babalawo. So yóò máa fi lu ọpọ́n Ifá. So you have to use the ìrọ̀kẹ́ Ifá to eat your ọpọ́n Ifá, that is the Ifa divination tray. So when you wake up in the morning and you want to remember Orunmila, you want to appease Orunmila, you hold your your ọpọ́n, your ìrọ̀kẹ́. You hold your ìrọ̀kẹ́ and be eating it on the Ifa divination tray. You've been hitting it to make sound, to make sound like this. Okay, so lẹ́yìn tí a bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lù ú, so when you are making this sound, when you are beating the Ifa divination tray with your ìrọ̀kẹ́ fún ìwọ̀nba díẹ̀, for a little while, yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kí Ifá báyìí. And yeah, this is where I am going to. So this is how you will be appraising Ifa, and that's what I want to put on the screen for you right now. Let me put it on the screen for you right now so that you can see how you can see what you will be chanting, when you are, appeasing Orunmila. As you can see, you can read it together. And for some of you who are Yorubas, you can see that even to read Yoruba is not that easy. So please pardon me. I will try as much as possible to carefully read it so that you can master the pronunciation. So there are marks on it. The mark is right there on it, and you can easily pronounce it correctly. So this is what you are going to be chanting when you wake up in the morning to to appease your Ifa every morning. So let us go. Let's try to read it together. So tí a bá jí, this is how you'll be chanting the stanzas. Tí a bá jí, à á wẹ̀ mọ́ tóní, à á wẹsẹ̀ ká sin òwúrọ̀. Tí a bá jí, à á tún wá fi aṣọ tó kí bora. Mo ní Ọ̀rúnmìlà, ò jíire lónìí. Ẹ̀là, ò jíire lónìí. Mo róntólú, mo sí àkàrà. Let's pronounce this mo sí àkàrà together. It is do, re, mi, mo sí àkàrà bá. Right? Mo sí àkàrà bá. That is do, re, mi, mo sí àkàrà bá. Mo róntólú, mo sí àkàrà bá. Ọmọ erin ń fọn gún lálọ. Ọmọ erin ń fọn gún lálọ. Ọmọ èékánná ọwọ́ kò jẹ́ kun ara abẹ, ọmọ abètò wíníwíní, re dòdò abètò wíníwíní, béjì rọ pímọ akùnnù, béjì, bèjì, like this bèjì does not, it's okay, it has mark. Re mi, bèjì, rọ pímọ, because I want you guys to, just check the pronunciation correctly, because for some of you who are Ifa Initiate and you do not have the opportunity to learn Ifa properly under a Babalawo, because I know that some of you who are outside Nigeria, you are initiated into Ifa. Of course, when you are initiated into Ifa, that doesn't mean that you will know how to praise Ifa or all of these things that I'm reading to you. So I'm trying as much as possible to explain the pronunciation of these words to you. For some of you who are Yorubas and you are finding it difficult to read Yoruba text, so just try to, we are learning together. Let us learn together and let us pronounce the words together. So where I am now is Bejiro, that's Mimo, that is Re, Mi, Do, Mi, Imo, Akunu, Dodo, Mi, Akunu. Náà ọmọ ọlọ́bẹ̀ tó fi orí jọ adé, tó mọ ìdí ùmọ̀-jímọ̀, right? Tó mọ òdí ùmọ̀-jímọ̀. So you guys can, that's why I put it on the screen for you. That's why I put it on the screen. What is important is the message. What is important is the topic. The topic is how to appease Ifa on daily basis and on annual basis. So, but what I am showing you right now is what you are going to be saying whenever you wake up in the morning, to talk to Orunmila. So this book says that you put kola nut inside water, then you put your iroke, you have your iroke in your hand, and you'll be eating your iroke on the on your Ifa divination tray, and you'll be chanting these stanzas that I'm chanting right here. So, O ma jire lónìí o, you are greeting Orunmila that O ma jire lónìí o, O jire lónìí tokun tokun, O jire lónìí tidẹ, O jire lónìí, O jí bí ọlọ́ta tí ń jí nílé Adó, O jí bí orìnrìn tí ń jí lóde Ọ̀wọ̀, O jí bí pẹ́pẹ́ tí ń jí lọ́dẹ Asín. That this one doesn't have mark. ASIN doesn't have mark. That is Asín rere. Okay? O jí bí olóṣùntà tí ń jí lóde Ìkẹ́rẹ́. O jí bí olóṣùntà ṣe ń jí lóde Ìkẹ́rẹ́. O jí bí àlà tí ń jí lóde Àkúrẹ́. These are our towns in Yoruba land. Àkúrẹ́, Ìkẹ́rẹ́, Ọ̀wọ̀, Adó. So these are our towns in Yoruba land. So not in Israel or not in Saudi Arabia. So this is our orisha. This is our own messenger from God. Okay. So O jí bí àlà tí ń jí lóde Àkúrẹ́. O jí bí akẹ́, that is do, re, akẹ́, do, re, tí ń jí lóde Àdó Ìbìní, do, mi, Àdó Ìbìní. O jí bí ọ̀rọ̀ gidigba. O jí bí ọ̀rọ̀ gidigba tí ń jí lóde Ìṣẹ́lẹ̀. This Ìṣẹ́lẹ̀ is mi, re, mi, Ìṣẹ́lẹ̀, So if I know some of you guys already know these stanzas very well, so some of you guys know how to chant this stanza correctly, and of course our babalawos are vast in this chanting of Orunmila. Because it's their job, they have learned all this chanting for more than 10 years. So we that we are coming to Ifa to be initiated, we that are initiated, so for some of you who are initiate, who are Ifa initiate, of course, you may not know how to chant all of these things. So I'm helping you guys. I'm helping you. That's why I put it on the screen so that you can read and master and understand. Of course, you have to read because, like for instance, Arabic language is not our language, and you see our fellow Yorubas, they study Arabic and they know how to recite Quran perfectly. So it's advisable for you guys as well to learn how to read Ifa stanzas. It is very advisable to read and master Ifa stanzas. The tone, the sound. So it's advisable for you to read it. So what I'm doing for you guys is to just put this on the screen for you so that you can as well read and master. So when you wake up in the morning, for some of you who are Ifa initiate, or even though you are not Ifa initiate, you can pray with this. But this is much more important for Ifa initiates more than those that are not Ifa initiate. Okay, so if you are just joining, this is how to appease Orunmila every morning, and this is how you greet him. Okay, so the last two stanzas says, Ojibi ubebe re no re mi mi ubebe. Okay, Ojibi ubebe ti ń jí lóde Ọ̀yọ́. These are our towns in Yoruba land. Ó mà jẹ́ kí òní san mí o. You can see the prayer as you have put. You can pray in front of your ikin, and now end your prayer with these stanzas. So at the end of the stanza, you say, "Oh my Jackie, oh this o." That is, let me be blessed today. Let today blesses me. Oh my Jackie. You are talking to Orunmila that with the you are praising Orunmila with the stanzas. Oriki Yoruba land, Oriki, oh my Jackie, Oreyan Wuni. When you praise someone, that person will be very happy, and whatever you need will be granted. That is what Oriki means. So if you want to key Orunmila, this is how you key Orunmila early in the morning. So that is that. So guys, you can check this out. You can read it by yourself. You can screenshot it on the screen. You can screenshot it, then master it. You can screenshot this and master it. You can as well meet with someone who is very vast in Yoruba reading to read this for you. Okay, so when you read it, then you can be able, when you keep on reading it every day, you will master it. Even without checking the book, you'll be able to read and master it. Okay, so that is that. Let's continue. I'm about to put it away on the screen. So if you haven't screenshot, you can screenshot it and keep it. Or let me put it like this for you so that you can easily screenshot it. So you can screenshot it, guys. All right. So this is what you'll be chanting in the morning whenever you want to remember Orunmila on daily basis. To recap it, you wake up, put kola nut inside water, then your iroke, you have to hold your iroke Ifa, and be eating the iroke on the Ifa divination tray. So when you are doing that, then you begin to say these stanzas. Okay, you begin to say this, to chant, not say. You begin to chant these stanzas. So let us continue. Let's continue. So when you do that, when you after chanting those the stanzas of that oriki, a ó wá pa obì sí i. A ó pa obì sí i. A ó ṣe ojú obì náà sínú omi. Obì has layers. Obì has layers. The obì that you have in the water, you now remove. You now put them in pairs, right? So a ó wá pa obì sí i. A ó ṣe ojú obì náà sínú omi. You put the obì, the kola, inside the water. You peel it and put inside water. Omi náà ni a ó sì lọ dà fún èṣù. As you can see, yesterday I told you that Orunmila used to consider issue very well. So if you missed my live stream yesterday, I shared Orumila's attributes with you guys. Orumila's what you need to know about Orunmila, I shared with you, which I call Orumila's story. So a shoe is very, very important to Orunmila. A shoe and Osoyin, two of them are very, very important to Orunmila. So the water that you've arranged for Orunmila, that you put the kola nut inside. So this book says that Omino ni a ó sì lọ dà fún èṣù. That means if you are Ifa Initiate, you of course need to have a shoe. Okay, you need to have a shoe. You know, you need to have a shoe so that whenever you are offering sacrifice to your Orunmila, because you always need a shoe as well. You always need a shoe. I have a video that I shared on this page that I went to where all the Isheshe materials, everything you want to buy, even this very issue, that is what we call Ogo issue. So you need it. You can order for it, and you can as well call a babalawo to help you fortify the issue or to help you ignite it. But you just need the issue first. When you have the issue, then of course you can message me. You can message me to connect you with a babalawo who can help you ignite the issue and will be sent to you wherever you are outside Nigeria. But if you are in Nigeria, you can do it by yourself, or some of you guys who are outside Nigeria, so I can help you out to get a shoe. And when I get it, we can get a babalawo that will ignite it for you. So for some of you who are Ifa Initiate, so you as well need a shoe. So the water that you have put in the water you have put in front of Orunmila, and that you have cut your obi in pieces, then you bring out the cola and throw the water, take the water to a shoe. That's what this tí a bá fẹ́, if we like, nígbà tí a bá ti pa obì náà tán, when you break the cola, cola nut, one cola nut can be broken into 3 or 4 pieces. A lè fẹ́ mọ́, pardon me. Tí a bá ti pa obì náà tán, a lè fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá, Ọ̀rúnmìlà ti gba obì rẹ̀, a ó wá dá. For some of you, you need to know how to dá obì. Dá obì is cast obì. How to dá obì. So that is for you to know that, maybe Orunmila has answered you or not. So that is why you have to cast the obi, the kola nut. It's just like the way our babalawos cast opele. So that's how you are going to cast the kola nut. So tí a bá fẹ́ mọ̀, this book says that if you like, it is not important. It is not important. That is, tí a bá fẹ́, if we like, nígbà tí a bá ti pa obì náà tán, that is when you've broken the kola nut into pieces, a lè fẹ́ mọ̀, you may want to know, a lè fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá Ọ̀rúnmìlà, we may want to know whether Ọ̀rúnmìlà ti gba obì rẹ̀. We may want to know whether Ọ̀rúnmìlà accepted your kola nut. A ó wá dá, then you now cast it. So if you want to know how to cast obi, of course, maybe I think it's part of what I will note it down. So we'll meet with a babalawo that will do that. I will teach you how to do that. How to cast obi, to know if your obi is accepted or not. So, and they say in Yoruba land that ẹni tó bá mọ ojú ògún ní pa obì nírè. So we have to go to our babalawo to do that for us. Okay, I think I got the message. I think I got a message. Okay, greetings. Thank you for sharing this lesson with us. I wish I could stay. I will be watching later. All right, thank you. Thank you, KC's Nicole. All right, thank you. Then Eliora, this is very interesting. I am learning every day. Of course, we are all learning. So all these books that I really thank my orisha. I thank Olodumare for keeping this book. You know, I have many of them. I have many of them. Of course, thank God that these Abrahamic religion followers didn't succeed in taking away or in making us to forget our heritage. You know, in fact, it's glory be to Olodumare, glory be to Olodumare. Okay, that our heritage is coming back. Okay, so now let's continue with this. So this book says that if we like, we can um, we can cast the kola nut to know if Orunmila accepted the kola nut. But this book says that it is not important. It is not important. So that means you should not investigate. It is not important for you to investigate. You can as well have the confidence, or have that positive uh, thought that okay, your prayer is answered. But if you are inquisitive, if you want to be sure if your prayer is answered, you can cast the kola nut. You can cast the kola nut to know if Orunmila accepted your kola. So tí obì náà bá yàn, when we say tí obì náà bá yàn, that is when the kola is accepted. Tí obì náà bá yàn, tí obì náà bá yàn tí obì náà bá yàn takọ-tabo, èyí ni pé kí méjì ṣí ojú sókè. Wow, we are learning. So this is how to know if your kola, if your kola is accepted, if your kola is accepted, if your kola not is accepted. So this book says that tí obì náà bá yàn takọ-tabo, èyí ni pé kí méjì ṣí ojú sókè. Then kí méjì ṣí ojú dé. Obi has front and back. So if you want to know if your kola, that means you need the kola nut that is four pairs. We have the ones that are 3 pairs, then we have the ones that are 4. So the one you are going to be using is the one that has 4 pairs. So if you want to know if your kola nut is accepted, it means that two of the 4 pairs of kolas will face up, while 2 will face down. That is what this book is saying. Tí obì náà bá yàn takọ-tabo, èyí ni pé kí méjì ṣí ojú sókè. That is 2 facing up, then 2 facing down. Kí méjì ṣí ojú dé. Ifá ti gba obì rẹ ni ìtumọ̀ èyí. That means your kola is accepted. That means Ifa has accepted your kola nut. That means Orunmila has accepted your kola nut. But what I see that people do what I see that our orishas do, you keep on casting the obi until your obi is accepted, because you see them doing it time by like more than 1 or 2 times until the kola is accepted. Until the kola, because you keep on begging the orisha to accept. You keep on casting the kola nut. So until 2 face up and 2 face down. Okay, so then bí obì náà bá da ọ̀yẹ̀kú, that is the obi can come out in different forms. It can be ó lè yàn takọ-tabo, that is accepted. Then tí obì náà bá da ọ̀yẹ̀kú, so let us know what that means. Bí obì náà bá da ọ̀yẹ̀kú, if the kola nut cast ọ̀yẹ̀kú, then what happens? Èyí ni pé kí gbogbo rẹ̀ ṣí ojú dé. Kí gbogbo rẹ̀ ṣí ojú dé. That is all the 4 kolas face up, like ṣí ojú dé. Then kí gbogbo rẹ̀ ṣí ojú dé. Ifá ti gba obì rẹ ni ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀. That is, if all of them ṣí ojú dé, like that is open up, that it means that Ifá ti gba obì rẹ ni ìtumọ̀ èyí. That means when all of them ṣí ojú dé, like that is when it faces up, it can face down, then it can face up. Then it means that Orunmila has accepted your kola as well. Then bí ojú náà bá da èjì ogbè, Oyeku. That is what some people are. Some of our orisha followers use um, um, kola nut to cast Ifa as well. So if all of them open faces up, it means that Oyeku is what the Obi, the kola nut, is telling you. Then if then bí obì náà bá dá èjì ogbè, that is èjì ogbè baba Ifá, kí gbogbo rẹ̀ sì ṣí ojú sí. Sorry, let me take that again. Ṣí ojú dé means face down. Ṣí ojú dé. Then this one is saying ṣí ojú sí. Ṣí ojú dé is when it's face down. Then ṣí ojú sí, that is open. I don't have kola nut here. I will have used it as an example for you. Ṣí ojú dé is when it face down. Then ṣí ojú sí, that is the eyes is opened. Kola nut can open and close. Can be opened and closed. So when the kola or the kola, the four kola nut, the four pairs that you have opened, ṣí ojú sí, that is opens like it's face up, right? Because it's not easy to translate Yoruba to English. So I'm just trying. Okay? So for some of you who are Yorubas, you understand what I'm saying. So bí obì náà bá da èjì ogbè, kí gbogbo rẹ̀ ṣí ojú sí, Ifá ti gba obì rẹ̀ ni èyí túmọ̀ sí. So these are the three ways your kola can be accepted by Orunmila. If two face up and two face down, your kola is accepted. Then if they face down, your kola is accepted as well. Then if they face down as well, your kola is accepted. So three ways: the four of them face down, or the four of them face up, or two of them face up and two face down. So that three ways your kolas are accepted, because you have four pairs of kola nuts. Okay, so let's continue. Tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ifá ọdún, this is, I told you when I started this live stream, I told you that this Ifa appeasement is categorized into two: the ones you do on daily basis and the one you do annually. Okay, so then the one we do annually is what I want to share with you now. Tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ifá ọdún, that is when you want to appease Ifa, or you want to worship your Ifa annually, àwọn tí a ó wá yóò pọ̀ díẹ̀. This book says that on daily basis you only need kola nut to appease Ifa, but if you are to appease your Ifa annually, then you need some materials. And according to the title of this book, I say how to appease Ifa on daily and annual basis as an Ifa initiate, and materials to use. So the material to use for the ones you do on daily basis is only kola nut. But if you want to, the one that is done annually, so you need some materials, and that is what I will be sharing with you now. But let me read what this man put on the screen. Okay. Bobby Bello. Thanks a lot, bro. Although to check the reading very well. Ó máa yọ ojú obì náà sínú omi. Not all the four pieces will be put into the water. Just only the eyes will be put into the water. Thank you very, very much. That's why I said that this is very interactive. We are learning together. And of course, I will go back to check. It's true, Obi has Oju. Of course, it has Oju. That white, that small white, Oju Obi. It's like a butter, very small, tiny. So let's check it truly. Thank you, Mr. Bobby Bello. Let's check it together. So he said 4 pieces will be put into the water. Let's do it again. Thanks a lot, bro. To check the reading very well. Ama yọ ojú obì náà sínú omi. Not all the 4 pieces. Okay, let's check. Okay, we are learning together. We are all learning together. And as I told you that our Babalawos study Ifa for more than 10 years before they become a professional Babalawo. But for some of us who are Ifa Initiate, if you are Ifa Initiate, of course, you can't learn Ifa overnight. And we thank God for technology, so we are able to bring this material, on board so that we can read and remind ourselves. Okay, so let's check. Thank you, Mr. Bobby. A ó wá pa obì náà. A ó ṣe ojú obì sínú omi. Okay, thank you. It's correct. Okay, so a ó ṣẹ́ ojú obì náà sínú omi. Ojú obì, that white this thing is what you are going to put in the water. Thank you very much, Mr. Bobby Bello. Mr. Bobby Bello. A ó wá pa ojú obì, not all the four cola nut you put inside the water. The eyes of the, but I was with Babalawo. Well, that one is by the way anyway, but it's by the way. It put all the cola nut inside water, but of course we just have to follow this book much more better, because this is a long time book. This book is more than 100 years, so, and it actually says a ó wá pa obì sí, a ó ṣẹ́ ojú obì náà sínú omi. So please, point of correction, let me correct myself, is ojú obì. Thank you guys, because as I said, we are learning together, and that's why I want you guys to always be on the live stream with me, so that you can contribute. I always cherish your contribution. So you guys should correct that. Ojú obì, that small white that looks like, I don't know what to call it, but it's called ojú obì. That's what you're going to put in the water. Thank you. So let's continue. So now, the ones we do annually, let's continue with that. Now, tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ifá ọdún, àwọn ohun tí a ó wá yóò pọ̀ díẹ̀. For the ones you do on daily basis, you only need a kola nut, the kola that has 4 pairs. Okay, but for the one we do annually, so you need some materials, and let us check the materials out. So tí a bá fẹ́ bọ Ifá ọdún, àwọn tí a ó wá yóò pọ̀ díẹ̀ ju ìgbà tí a bá fẹ́ kí Ifá lówùúrọ̀. That is, if you want to offer sacrifice to, or if you want to appease Ifa, or you want to celebrate Ifa annually, so what you need is more than what you need on the one you do on daily basis. So how ti ránṣẹ́ sí gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn. So it's a celebration, so you have to call on so many people. So a ó ti ránṣẹ́ sí gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn tàbí sí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́. So you call your family and friends, your family and friends, àti àwọn olóore, olóore wa, that is your loved ones, and people who have helped you, pé ọjọ́ báyìí báyìí ni a ó bọ Ifá wa. So you have to call on you have to invite your friends and family and your loved ones, then people who have helped you, because they are going to receive blessings through you on that day. So this book now says, "Ìkan tí a fi ń bọ Ifá." Now let us check out what we use to offer sacrifice to Ifa annually. So a ó wá màrìwò. I think you guys know what màrìwò means. Màrìwò is a palm tree. So a ó wá màrìwò, that is palm tree. Eku méjì. These are the things you can use to offer sacrifice to Ifa. Eku méjì. Eku méjì means rats. Eku méjì, 2 rats. Ẹja méjì, 2 fishes. Ẹja is fish. Ewúrẹ́, goats. Ewúrẹ́ is goat. Then ìgbín is a snail. Then adìẹ, that is cock or chicken, or You know what? Cock, hen, chicken. Then issue, yam, yam. These are words we use to offer sacrifice uh, to Orunmila annually. Then Oshuka, Dodomi. You know what Oshuka means? You know, we have Oshuka. Sorry, give me the one of my clothes. There. Give me this yellow one. So this is what Oshuka. This is, for some of you who do not know Oshuka, this is how Oshuka is. You know, Oshuka. Sorry if I'm right, guys. You can confirm if this is what Oshuka means, and if it is not, you can correct me. So Oshuka, this is how to do Oshuka. Because some of you who are not Yorubas, or who have not been living in Yoruba land, this is what we call Oshuka. This is Oshuka. So then um then Aowa, then Oshuka, Omi, Oshuka, Omi, àti Obì. Then Oshuka Omu, Oshuka Omu, Oshuka Omu, that is what is called. Oshuka Omu, Oshuka. Then Omu, Omu, àti Obì, and kola nut. Okay? So, a ó mú òṣùká òmu náà lé orí. We just have to do research on what Oshuka Omu means. And if any of you guys know what Oshuka Omu means, you can put it in the comment section so that I can put it on the screen for others to learn from you. So it's explaining how to make use of these materials. And let me take the materials again. A ó wá màrìwò, that is palm tree. Then eku méjì, 2 rats. Ẹja méjì, 2 fishes. Ewúrẹ́, that is a goat. Ìgbín, snail. Adìẹ, cock or hen. Iṣu, yam. Òṣùká òmu, àti obì. A ó wá màrìwò, that is you get all of these things. A ó mú òṣùká òmu náà lé orí. You put the òṣùká òmu on your head. You put the òṣùká òmu on your head. A ó di àwọn iṣu mẹ́ta pọ̀ nínú iṣu tí a mú wá. You see, a ó di àwọn iṣu mẹ́ta pọ̀ nínú iṣu tí a mú wá. That is, if maybe you have more than 3 yams, 3 tubers of yams, so you have to tie 3. You have to tie 3. A ó di àwọn iṣu mẹ́ta pọ̀ nínú iṣu tí a mú wá. A ó wá gbé ẹrù iṣu náà lé orí. A ó wá wí pé, can you see this is how it is here, the artifact. This is how it is. So you put, sorry, give me that cloth again. Let me demonstrate it. Let me demonstrate it. If this is what Oshuka Omu is, Oshuka Omu, you can ask your Babalawo. Your Babalawo will tell you more about it. So you put the Oshuka Omu on your head like this. This is how you do it. Then you put the yam. Okay, you put it on your head. A ó mú òṣùká òmu náà lé orí. You put it on your head. That is what it means. You put the òṣùká òmu on your head. A ó di àwọn iṣu mẹ́ta pọ̀ nínú iṣu tí a mú wá. You tie 3 tubers of yams that you brought for Orunmila, like this. Let's say we have it like this. You tie 3 yams, like this is yam, 1 tuber of yam, 2, 3. You tie the 3. You tie them and put on your head like this, and put it on our head. So let's continue with it. So a ó mú òṣùká òmu náà lé orí. A ó di àwọn iṣu pọ̀ nínú iṣu tí a mú wá. A ó wá gbé ẹrù iṣu náà lé orí. We'll put it on your head. Then I want to put what you are going to be chanting on the screen for you. So a ó wá máa wí pé, this is what you will be saying. Let me put that on the screen. What you will be saying, let me put it on the screen. So what you will be saying, let me put it on the screen. Let me put what you will be saying on the screen. I'm coming. what you are going to be saying. You know, Ifa religion is ours, is our heritage, is okay. I think I have it. Yeah, this is what we'll be saying. Share, share. Yeah. Is it not coming out? Oh my gosh. It's not coming on the screen. Okay, I'm trying to put it on the screen for you so that you can see what is going on. Okay. Yeah, I have it now. Yes. So this is what you are going to be saying when you have your Oshuka Omu and your tubers of yam, three tubers of yam that you brought for Orunmila. You can bring more than three, but the ones you just pick three out of the ones you brought for Orunmila. That is, if you are offering sacrifice to Orunmila on annual basis, is how to do it. Coming, I want to put what is on the screen. I want to hide this out so that you guys can see clearly. Okay, so let us say this together. Let us, let this is what you will be saying when you have your shuka omu and your three tubers of yam on your head. So you'll be saying, Ifa mo pe, Ifa mo pe, Orunmila mo pe, Orunmila mo pe, Ẹ̀là mo pe, ọmọ òyígíyigì, Ọ̀rúnmìlà mo pè, atẹ́tíkẹ́ gbùre, àáyá olúpè, upe rẹ ire, upe rẹ ire, So for you that are Yorubas, I know you are seeing the mark, àáyá olùpè, upe rẹ ire, àyà olúpè, upe rẹ ire o. Aya olúpè pèrẹ ire o. Àáyá, is it àáyá? I think it's do mi mi. Àáyá olúpè upe rẹ ire o. Àáyá olúpè pèrẹ ire o. Àpèjá àpèmu, àpèlájé àpèláya, àpè ní gbogbo dúkìá nínú ọdún yìí. Kí o ní apá wísí lónìí, kí o ní apá wísí lónìí. So you guys, we can read it together. Apá wísí lónìí. Kí o ní uwere àní ṣẹ. Kí o ní wọ̀nràn níbojì ti ń mọ̀. Kí o wá gbóhùn àwo lónìí. So you guys can screenshot this. You can screenshot it and read to master. There are people who are versed in this. There are people that are, so many of our babalawos who are versed in the pronunciation of this. So you can look for them, or you can look for any of them to teach you the pronunciation, because you have to learn. So we can't blame ourselves. The Abrahamic religions have made us to forget our own heritage. So now that we are coming back to it, so we are learning. We are just we just started learning, and it's never late. It's never late to learn. So we can learn how to talk to our own orisha. We can learn how to appease our orisha. That is exactly what you are learning, and that's why I put it on the screen. I put it on the screen for you so that you can check it out. You can screenshot it. You can screenshot it. Let me show you how it is here with me. This is it. I think I'm not sure if it's clear. Okay, it's not clear. It's not clear. So, but I've put it on the screen. I've screenshot it. It's there for you to see. Don't know if it's clear. It's okay. It's clear a little bit here. So this is it. This is it. Okay. This is how it starts. Then there's a continuation. It's a continuation of it. So that's how you'll be uh, talking to Orunmila when you are offering sacrifice annually. So let's continue. Let's continue. So nígbà tí a bá sọ gbogbo oríkì yìí tán, that is the oríkì that the stanzas that I just shared with you, when you are done with this incantation, when you are done with this incantation above, a ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wúre, then you begin to pray. Wúre means prayer. You begin to pray for yourself. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń wá yí wa, gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń wá yíká náà tí wọ́n sì ti wà lórí ìkúnlẹ̀ yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wúre. Yourself, then your friends and family, your loved ones, people that have helped you, that are available, they will as well begin to pray. They will begin to pray. It's all about prayer. You can see, there is no magic anywhere in Ifa religion. Iwure, we believe so much in Iwure. Iwure means prayer. You have to pray. So we never said that you have to command something. You have to force something with spiritual force or forces to make things happen. We pray. And that is what I do tell some of you guys who believe that, who feel that Babalawos are God, or who believes that Babalawo can solve any problem. Just as how we have medical doctors, they will tell you that they are trying their best, but God heals. So the same way, Babalawo will help you to offer sacrifice. He has his orisha that he will offer sacrifice to on your behalf, and he will pray in front of the orisha on your behalf. So some of you guys, I have so many of you guys that will be messaging me that I've been going from one Babalawo to another, but still my problem is not yet solved. So maybe your problem is solved, or maybe what you are looking for is not what can be granted. For instance, if you are a fraudster and you are saying that that you have been offering sacrifice to Orunmila but you are not blessed, or you have been offering sacrifice to Orisha and you are not blessed, our Orisha cannot bless you while you do bad, okay? Because Iwa buburu is part of what Iwa buburu, that is bad character, bad behavior, or bayeje, you that you are destroyer of this world. You cannot receive any blessing from our Orisha. I can assure you that. So if you are a bad person and you want Ifa to bless you, Ifa cannot bless you, okay? But if you are a good person, you are a good person. And when you say good person, you are not a greedy man, you are not a greedy woman, you are not a greedy person. You are very upright, you are good to your neighbor, you are contented with what you have. Of course, if you go to our Orisha, they will bless you, okay? And don't get it twisted. You can't go to Orunmila or Ifa. Maybe you want to be initiated to Ifa because you want to make money overnight, or you want to be cheating people, you want to be scamming people. That is the reason why you are running to Babalawos. I am telling you that Ifa do not condone such a thing. I am telling you, maybe if you have other aspect of African spirituality, because it's a very diverse belief. There are people who have the spirit they use. We don't know anything about that. But what we know is that in Ifa, it's all about Iwure. It's all about sacrifice and appeasement and appeasement. So nígbà tí a sọ gbogbo eléyìí tán, we now begin that when we have chanted the stanzas that I just displayed on the screen, then you begin to pray. Then your invited guests, your family, friends, your loved ones, people who have helped you, then will begin to pray as well. So yóò fi gbogbo ọ̀nà wọn lé Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ́wọ́. Then you now have to be praying to Ọ̀rúnmìlà You are praying to Orunmila, of course, Orunmila will take your prayers to Olodumare. And that is why when you go to Babalawo and your problem is solved, if you are thanking Babalawo, Babalawo will thank Orunmila, which is Ifa. Then Ifa will thank Orunmila. Okay, it means that Ifa will thank Olodumare. Ifa or Orunmila will thank Olodumare. It means that it's a shame. You can't go to God directly. You as a client, you go to a Babalawo, and your Babalawo will help you to talk to Orunmila, and of course, your Babalawo can appease all other Orishas on your behalf, because even according to the story I shared with you yesterday about Orunmila, Orunmila used to consider a shoe very well. He used to put a shoe into consideration, in whatever he does. So of course our Babalawos do the same thing. Our Babalawos used to offer sacrifice to a shoe very, very well. So you thank Orunmila, you thank Babalawo, Babalawo will thank Orunmila, while Orunmila will thank Olodumare. So it means that you can't go to God directly, you have to go through any of our Orishas. And Orunmila is the umbrella of all other Orishas as far as Yoruba spirituality is concerned. Orunmila or Ifa is an Orisha of wisdom and knowledge. I think you know that. So then you yourself and your invited guest will put all the prayers in the hand of Orunmila. So gbogbo bí ọ̀tá wọn sì máa ṣe rìn nínú ọdún yìí náà ni wọn yóò sọ fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Of course, we know that there are enemies, there are people who are wishing you bad, there are people who want to destroy you. So annually, you have the opportunity to talk to Orunmila that in this year, I want all my enemies, whatever you want to happen to your enemies, tell Orunmila. I can assure you that whoever is trying to hurt you will hurt him or herself. So when you do that, when you pray in front of the Orisha, after you have given all the sacrifice, after you have prepared all the sacrifice, and after you have chanted the stanzas, then you go to, then you have to as well, tell Orunmila what you want to happen to your enemies, because you have to beware of your enemies as well. Those that are planning to bring you down, you have to tell Orunmila whatever you want. Tell Orunmila if you want them to die, they are going to die. If you want them to fall sick, they are going to fall sick. Whatever you want, tell Orunmila that my enemies should die. Even if you go to all these Abrahamic religion worship centers, they cause their enemies. They don't pray. They don't, even though their book says that you should pray for your enemy. You should, you should love your enemy. You should love them. They still pray. They still cause their enemy. They cause their enemies, and they tell their enemies to die. So of course, in Yoruba spirituality, in Ifa religion, whatever you want to happen to your enemies, is your choice. If you want your enemy to die, tell Orunmila that I want people that are wishing me bad, people that are looking for my downfall, they should all die. You can do that. You can say whatever they want. You can say whatever you want to Orunmila, and it will be granted. So lẹ́yìn gbogbo eléyìí, after all this, Babaláwo yóò wá pa obì, yóò sì dá, the same way, because obì is part of the materials you use, even during the annual Ifa appeasement. So the same way you cast your kola nut is how you are going to cast kola nut here. Let's read this out. So lẹ́yìn gbogbo eléyìí, Babaláwo yóò wá pa obì yìí, yóò sì dá obì, yóò pa obì, yóò sì dá. Bí obì bá sì ti yàn, tí obì bá sì, I told you how obì is accepted, how kola nut is accepted. So yóò kó nílẹ̀, yóò sì pín fún àwọn alábàáṣe. The kola nuts, the 4 pairs that you have casted, you will cut them into pieces, into segment and give the kola nut. That is when your kola nut is accepted, because you have to cast the kola nut. I've already shared with you how to do that. So when the kola nut is accepted, then you cut the kola nut into pieces. You cut them into pieces. Then you share it among your invited guests and, of course, yourself. So I've witnessed several Ifa appeasement, and some of the babalawos that I have as my guests, and they have, of course, offer sacrifice to their Ifa. And I've witnessed it, so of course I ate from the kola nut. I ate from it. So it's safe to eat from the kola nut. If you do not let anybody deceive you, do not let anybody scare you that when you eat that you have done something wrong. No. Okay. So let's continue. Àwọn géńdé yóò sì bọ́ síta. Àwọn géńdé, géńdé in Yoruba land means men with six pack. The men that has six pack, you know what I mean? So heavy guys. So àwọn géńdé yóò sì bọ́ síta. Wọ́n á pa ewúrẹ́ tí babaláwo so. You have to kill the goats, then you kill àti adìyẹ, then they will kill the chicken, the hen, the cock. Okay, so wọn yóò sì pa ìgbín náà. Then the snail, not snake, snail, ìgbín. So they will kill all the animals that were brought to Orunmila. So babaláwo yóò wá kó Orunmila sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀. You know what? When we say Orunmila, don't think that is Orunmila as a person. Is the Iki is the Orunmila. Iki that we have represent Orunmila, and that is what this Ifa is saying. Babaláwo yóò wá kó Orunmila sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀. That is, you put the Iki, your Iki that you are initiated with inside the blood. So babaláwo yóò wá kó Orunmila sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà. That is the blood of the animals that you have killed. So nígbà tí a ó fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ sí, then, sorry, let me take that again. Babaláwo yóò wá kó Ọ̀rúnmìlà sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà níbi tí a ó fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ sí di ọjọ́ kejì. You can see the animals that you have killed. Then you put your Iki inside the blood. Then you leave. Then babaláwo yóò wá kó Ọ̀rúnmìlà sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà níbi tí a ó fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ sí di ọjọ́ kejì. Then you leave it there until the following day. You leave it there until the following day. So lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kan a ó fi iṣu náà gún iyán, de àwọn awo. So after one day, so you prepare pounded yam with the yam that you brought for Orunmila. So a ó fi iṣu náà gún iyán de àwọn awo. A ó sì fi ẹja àti ẹran àti adìyẹ tí a ti pa ṣe ọbẹ̀. That is, all the animals you have killed, you will use them to prepare soup. You use them to prepare soup for àwọn awo. That is your fellow priest. Sorry, excuse me, your fellow priest. Ní ọjọ́ karùn-ún, that is the fifth day, babaláwo yóò wá tẹ Ifá wò gbogbo. Ní ọjọ́ karùn-ún, babaláwo yóò wá tẹ Ifá wò gbogbo òde. Rere òde. ODE, with no mark. Ní ọjọ́ karùn-ún, babaláwo yóò wá tẹ Ifá wò gbogbo òde. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò wá lá ohun. Sorry, there is no mark on this. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò wá lá ohun ọdún. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò wá lá ohun ọdún. That is, Ọ̀rúnmìlà will speak. Èyí ni pé yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ bí òde tí a máa rí ní gbogbo ọdún náà. That is òde. I think òde, that is what will happen in that year, it's just like you are starting a new life, a new year. So what will happen in the rest of the year will be revealed, So that is after you have prepared soup, you have pounded yam, you have, the priests are seated and they are already rejoicing and celebrating with you. So Orunmila will now speak, èyí ni pé yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ bí òde, sọ bí òde tí a máa rí ní gbogbo ọdún náà. Sọ bí òde means what was going to happen, what is going to happen in that very year. Orunmila will tell you, ire la máa rí lọ́dún yìí o, àṣẹ ire la, that is, everything will be all right this year, and this year will be a year, it's just like the way the Abrahamic religion followers will say the prophecy, they will be prophesying. So, of course, they got their concept from us, but this is how we did not copy this from anybody. So, of course, when they say prophecy, this is exactly what prophecy is all about. So, and it's what we call Ode. Orunmila will now be telling you what will happen in that year. Okay. So, èyí ni pé yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ bí di obè tí a máa rí ní gbogbo ọdún náà. Gbogbo àwọn ètùtù tí wọn yóò sì ṣe nínú gbogbo ọdún náà ni Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò sì fún ẹnu bà, yóò sì fi ẹnu bà pátápátá. And if you want Ọ̀rúnmìlà to speak, you have to use Ikin to cast Ifa on that very day. That is the fifth day. The fifth day that you started offering sacrifice to your orisha, the annual one, not the daily one. Okay, so Orunmila will begin to talk, will begin to tell you what to do and the sacrifice to offer for the year. Okay, so nígbà tí ó bá di ọjọ́ keje, that is the seventh day, that means you are not the Ifa appeasement, the annual Ifa appeasement is not done in just a day. Okay, so this is the seventh day now. So nígbà tí ó bá ti di ọjọ́ keje, that is the seventh day, a ó ṣe ìkíje ọdún. Babaláwo yóò tún wá, ìkíje means that is the seventh ìkíje, that is the seventh day, that is when you ìkíje, it is all the orisha worshippers and orisha followers, they are much more particular about what is called ìkíje. Aishoro kamakije, that is when you are celebrating your orisha, you have to the ìkíje, the seventh day is a spiritual it's a day that you do the spiritual rite, the spiritual rite, ìkíje, that is on the seventh day. So your Babalawo will tell you how this is done. Okay, so nígbà tí ó bá di ọjọ́ keje, a ó ṣe ìkíje ọdún. Babaláwo yóò tún wá oúnjẹ àti ohun mímu, that is, you have to entertain the people that came to do ìkíje with you, that is the seventh day spiritual rite. Èyí ni wọn yóò máa ṣe nígbà tí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n wá bá ṣe àṣeyẹ yóò máa kí i pé. Then on the seventh day, so the people that came to celebrate with you will now be greeting you, as an Ifa Initiate. Àṣèyí ṣàmọ́dún, that is, we will come back next year to celebrate Orunmila again. So àṣèyí ṣàmọ́dún will come back next year to do, will witness next year's celebration of our Ifa of our Orunmila. Okay, so àṣèyí ṣẹgbà mìíràn, that is, you will do several other celebration, on alive. You do say, àṣèyí ṣẹgbà mìíràn. So ọdún Ifá yìí parí báyìí, ó tún di àmọ́dún. So on the seventh day, it is where you do the final rite. That means if you are asked how many days Ifa initiation, Ifa celebration or Ifa appeasement is done on annual basis, 7 days. It's 7 days. And the one you do every morning, every day, I've told you, is the one you use your kola nut to do, and you pray, and So Orunmila kì í ṣe ọmọdé nínú Ifá. ipò pàtàkì ni ó wà, òun ni ó sì dàbí baálẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ifá tí ó kù. I told you yesterday, I think I know the day before yesterday, I told you that there are other branches of Ifa, but Orunmila is the head. Okay, so like we have Agbigba Tabi Opele. Opele is part of it. When you say Orunmila is Ikin, Ikin is the Orunmila. Then some Babalawos as well use Olokun, then Opele, then Obi. Some people use Obi, like the people who are Oshun followers, they use Obi to cast Ifa. Then Ile. I will be explaining this to you next time. So guys, thank you very much. Thank you. I always like to use 1 hour to live stream with you, but it's now 1 hour 40 minutes. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. So I call it Ifa Academia. So it's a way of using our knowledge of education to educate ourselves, on our spirituality. We cannot continue living our religion like the way it was in the past. We are in a modern world now, so we have to roll along with the way this world rolls. Okay, like for instance, it's not bad if Babalawo wears a suit or wear dress corporately. It's not bad. Of course, our Muslim brothers, they wear suit, they dress corporately. It's not bad. You can as well borrow from other people's culture. It's not bad. But what we are saying is that you should not let other culture override your own culture. You should not let other people's culture take away your culture from you. Okay, if you go to Saudi Arabia now, you see that they embrace technology. Even though the way they, if you go to their country, they so much respect their spirituality so much. As well, they still embrace civilization, So that is how it is. Our Babalawos can as well dress corporately, So dressing has nothing to do with your culture. If you like, you can dress corporately, but your knowledge, your tradition should remain. Okay. There are people now that in Yoruba land that they are using uh, adire to sew suits. You can, there's a way you can rebrand your own culture to look to meet up with the international standard. So what we are doing, we can of course learn Ifa online. So and I call on our babalawos who are graduates to come out. I call on them to come out to help people who are interested in joining Isheshe. You guys can make things easy for people who are interested in Isheshe. Like what I'm trying to shout here now. You guys are vast in the in the stanzas. You can educate us. You can come on your social media platforms to educate people. This is how it is, and this is how these foreign religions. This is how they took over our spirituality, because they came out en masse. They came out. They speak out and they promote themselves so seriously. So likewise, we should do the same thing. Okay. Sorry, let me read what JNN put on the screen. Please, can you do the daily prayer chant in English or any other language apart from Yoruba? Oh, man. Let me try if I can do that. Hey, the daily prayer in English, the words they use, of course, is our poetic stanzas, our ancient, vocabularies, vocabularies. But let me just see if I can try. That's why I put it on the screen for you. Let me bring back the daily stanza on the screen. Let me see if I can bring it back so that I can try, stop screen. Okay, let me see if I can bring it on the screen. I try as much. I want to make you guys happy as much as I can. So let me try if I can translate it in English. The daily stanzas, okay? This daily stanzas. So I'm coming. I want to bring it. I want to bring it out. The daily stanzas, okay? The daily stanza. Okay. Okay. Now this is the daily stanza. Let me see if I can translate it for you as requested. So let me see if I can translate it. Tí a bá jí, so you demanded for translation, Mr. I think JNN. So when you say tí a bá jí, when we wake up, àwẹ̀wọ̀ tóní, that is when you wake up, you wash your hands. Àwẹ̀wọ̀ tóní, tí a bá jí, when we wake up, àwẹ̀wọ̀ tóní, that is how you do when you wake up, you wash your hands. Àwẹ̀sẹ̀, that is you wash your leg. Àwẹ̀sẹ̀, kásìn òwúrọ̀, that is you so that for you to that is òwúrọ̀ means early in the morning, kásìn dore, kásìn òwúrọ̀. This is exactly what I'm saying now. So if I want to translate this one, I will say when you wake up in the morning, you wash your hand and you wash your legs, for you to start a new day, a new dawn, So tí a bá jí, that is the second stanza. Tí a bá jí, a tún wá fi aṣọ tókí bora, a tún wá fi aṣọ tókí rere, aṣọ tókí bora. That is when you wake up, you cover yourself. In Yoruba land, this is how we do. It's our culture. When we wake up, we can put a wrapper and cover our body. Tí a bá jí, it's just like, incantation is all about, this is how things happen. This is you are trying to communicate with the nature, like this is how things is being done. So this is these are the two first stanzas of these incantation. So tí a bá jí, àwẹ̀wọ̀ tóní, àwẹ̀sẹ̀, kásìn òwúrọ̀. That is when you wake up, what you do every day, you wash your hands, then you wash your legs. Then tí a bá jí, a tún wá fi aṣọ tókí bora. So in Yoruba land, that is how we do it. Sorry, give me that cloth. Let me show. This is how we do. So if I'm right, if I'm correct, this is how we do in Yoruba land. This is how when we wake up, this is how we cover our body. Let me show you. So I think that is what that is talking about. Let me show you. This is how our ancestors used to do in the morning. This is how we do. So I believe that is what that is talking about. That when we wake up, we wash our hands, we wash our legs, and then we cover our body like this. That is how we wake up in the morning in Yoruba land. So it's our culture. Okay. So let's continue. So I have to put it so that I will be hearing what I'm saying. So let's continue with it. So now tí a bá jí, a tún wá fi aṣọ tókí bora. Mo ní Ọ̀rúnmìlà, ó jíire lónìí. So Orunmila, you are saying, I say Orunmila, I hope, you are in front of your Ikin, you are in front of your Ifa. So mo ní Orunmila, you are asking Orunmila, I hope you had a lovely night. I hope you woke up well. It's just like when you are greeting your your brother or your family, you say, "Oh, I hope you woke up very well. I hope your night was okay. I hope you had a lovely night. So I hope you woke up very well." So that is the meaning of mo ní ìwọ Ọ̀rúnmìlà. I say, Ọ̀rúnmìlà, oh, jíire lónìí. I hope you woke up well. Ella, oh, jíire lónìí. You know, we say Ella. Ella is even one of, is that, in fact, I will share Ella's story with you. It's part of what I have here in this book. Ella. Ella is an orisha as well. And Ella has a strong relationship with Orunmila. You know, ìtàn sọ fún wa pé ìbájọṣepọ̀ wà láàrin Orunmila àti Ella. You know, so there is a relationship between Orunmila and Ella. So of course you are saying Ella, oh, jíire lónìí. You are as well asking, you are as well telling Ella that I hope you woke up nicely. So that is Ella. So Morontolu, that is, you know, this Morontolu now is like it's like you know, it's like a title. Like if you say a big man, or if you say, oh, boss, if you say a boss, or if you are trying to use a phrase to or if you are trying to use a very strong word to qualify someone. So Morontolu, Mosia Karaba, you know, Mosia Karaba, ọmọ erin fọngun lálọ. You know, in Yoruba land, we have a way of praising people. Even if you want to make your father happy with you, or if you want your friend happy, you can say, oh, or it's just like saying, oh, bro, or hello, you know, just like saying, oh, powerful ones, or it's just like saying, using a word to make someone happy. So ọmọ erin fọn, that is, you know, ọmọ erin fọn is like the way elephant makes noise in the wilderness, in the bush. You know, it's just like, you know, ọmọ erin fọn, that is very strong person. The way, you know, we are comparing the sound of Orunmila with that of elephant, the way elephant scream in the bush, okay, or in the wilderness. So ọmọ èékánná ọwọ́ kò jẹ́kun ara abẹ. Ọmọ èékánná ọwọ́ kò jẹ́kun rere. Kò jẹ́kun ara abẹ. You know, we are talking about that we are using, you know, the way he is. We are trying to praise. We are trying to let him. We are trying to qualify his part of the body. We are trying to let, you know, ọmọ èékánná ọwọ́, that is the child of èékánná ọwọ́, means your fingernails. Then ọmọ èékánná, ọmọ is a child. That is ọmọ èékánná ọwọ́. Your èékánná ọwọ́ is your fingernails. Your fingernails. You know, we are trying to say that means Orunmila has a very good fingernails. So we are trying to say Orunmila, ọmọ èékánná ọwọ́ kò jẹ́kun ara abẹ. That is, his fingernails are as sharp as abe. Abe is a blade. Abe is blade. That is, fingernails is very sharp. Is as sharp as a blade. That is what it means. So ọmọ abeto wini beji ro pimo aku. You know, like this stanza now, it will be very difficult for me to translate it because it's a very strong vocabulary. So ọmọ abeto wini, like what this is saying is just like praising Orunmila, making him happy. Okay, ọmọ abeto wini, like this, you know, is like this one now. It will be very difficult to get an English word for it. Ọmọ. So, but the word ọmọ means a child of. Okay, then the third ọmọ here says ọmọ ọlọ́bẹ̀ tó fi orí jọ adé, tó mọ odi umọ̀ jimọ̀. Okay, so ọlọ́bẹ̀, that is ọmọ ọlọ́bẹ̀, the child, ọmọ ọlọ́bẹ̀, no, sorry, ọmọ ọlọ́bẹ̀ remido. Ọlọ́bẹ̀, that is ọmọ ọlọ́bẹ̀, like ọlọ́bẹ̀ now is soup. Ọmọ, the child of someone who makes soup. Tó fi orí jọ adé, that is, the soup looks like like a crown. Okay, you know. So o mà jíire lónìí o, that is, Orunmila, you woke up nicely today. O mà jíire lónìí o, Orunmila, you've woken up nicely today. You are trying to, you are waking Orunmilas up. O jíire lónìí, tokun tokun, you're waking up like how the sea, the ocean, how the ocean wakes up. When you go to the uh when you go to the sea early in the morning, you see how the breeze uh uh blows the sea. So it's we're trying to compare how Orunmila has woken up. We are trying to compare it, as in we are trying to make it like, okay, Orunmila, you are waking up like uh like the sea, like the way sea has woken up. Okay, so ojire loni, tide, ide is like gold. Okay, that is, you have woken up like a gold. Okay, so ojire bí ọlọ́ta ti ń jí nílé Adó, that is, you have woken up like the way ọlọ́ta now is our our rock. I'm from Ado Ekiti. So ojí bí ọlọ́ta ti ń jí nílé Adó, that is, ọlọ́ta is our, there is a rock we call ọlọ́ta in Ado Ekiti. So we are trying to say that you have woken up, Orunmila, you have woken up like the way ọlọ́ta do wake up in Ado Ekiti. Ado Ekiti is a town in Ekiti State, and is a capital. No, Ado Ekiti is a town in Yoruba land, and is a capital of Ekiti State, that is Ado Ekiti. And it goes further to say, Ojíire bí Uririn tí ń jí lóde Ọ̀wọ̀. And those people who are from Ọ̀wọ̀ will know what Uririn means. And yesterday I told you where Orunmila lived. Orunmila lived in Ado, Ọ̀wọ̀, or Ijesha, so you can watch that video, the one I did yesterday. So this book is saying that Ojí bí Uririn tí ń jí lóde Ọ̀wọ̀. Okay, so that is, you are waking up like Uririn. This very Uririn will be known by these Ọ̀wọ̀ people. So I don't know the Uririn, but I know that Ọlọ́ta is a rock in Ado Ekiti. Okay, Ojí bí pẹ́pẹ́ tí ń jí lọ́dẹ Asín. Pẹ́pẹ́, I don't know that pẹ́pẹ́, to be sincere. So Ojí bí Olóṣùta, like the word Ojí bí, you have woken up. That is the meaning of Ojí bí. Ojí bí Olóṣùta tí ń jí lóde Ìkẹrẹ́. Olóṣùta as well is a rock in Ìkẹrẹ́. Ìkẹrẹ́ is a town in Yoruba land, and is a town under Ekiti State. So it's Ìkẹrẹ́ Ekiti. Ojí bí Olóṣùta. Olóṣùta is a rock in Ìkẹrẹ́. It's a very notable rock in Ìkẹrẹ́. Olóṣùta Ìkẹrẹ́. So jí lóde Ìkẹrẹ́. Then Ojí bí Àlà tí ń jí lóde Àkúrẹ́. Àkúrẹ́ is as well a town in Ondo State, in Yoruba land. Ojí bí Àlà tí ń jí lóde Àkúrẹ́. I live in that is where I live in Àkúrẹ́. So for some of you who know, I live in Àkúrẹ́ and I'm from Ado Ekiti. So Ojí bí Àlà tí ń jí lóde Àkúrẹ́. So you've woken up just as how Àlà do wake up in Àkúrẹ́ town. So Ojí bí Àkẹ́ tí ń jẹ́ Àkẹ́dòmí tí ń jí lóde Àdó. So you're waking up like Àkẹ́ do wake up in Àdó Ìbìní. So Ojí bí Ọ̀rọ̀ Gidigba tí ń jí lóde Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Gidigba, ọ̀rọ̀ means rere, ọ̀rọ̀, yeah, ọ̀rọ̀. Ojí bí Ọ̀rọ̀ Gidigba tí ń jí lóde Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. So the word Ojí is like you are telling Orunmila that you have woken up just as how what is being mentioned do wake up. Okay, so Ojí bí Ùbẹ́bẹ́ tí ń jí lóde Ọ̀yọ́. Ùbẹ́bẹ́, for some of you who are from Ọ̀yọ́, you know what Ùbẹ́bẹ́ means. So we are trying to qualify Orunmila, like we are comparing Orunmila with this, because I can say all these are notable places in Yoruba land, and we are saying this is how they wake up. So Ojibi Ubebe Tinji Lode Oyo. So just as how Ubebe do wake up in Oyo, Oyo is a town in Yoruba land. You know, Oyo is a very popular town in a Yoruba land, and is our Oyo Empire. You know, you must have heard of Oyo Empire. So Ojibi Ubebe Tinji Lode Oyo, you've woken up just as how Ubebe do wake up in Oyo. So lastly, ó mà jẹ́ kí òní san mí o. You know, just that the last stanza is just a prayer. It's a prayer. That is, you are telling Orunmila that please let today be okay. Let today be fine with me. Let today be fine with me. You are saying, let me be blessed today. Just like saying, let me be blessed today. So you are ending that chant with the word of prayer, the word of prayer, like "O ma jẹ́ kí òní san mí," or let today blesses me. That is that. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. I think I am done. So brother, I think I was able to translate to the best of my knowledge. Okay, so this is what you demanded for. You demanded for, please, can you do the daily prayer chant in English or any other language apart from Yoruba? So you can, I've translated to you, so you can write it down the way you understand it, then I'll master it by yourself. Okay, so I hope you've understood it to the best of my knowledge. So let me read another question you put forward. No, I mean, can an Ifa initiate pray in his own language? Okay. Can you do the daily prayer chant in English? Okay. Well, it's good. Well, what I did as well is still useful. So now I've seen the question you just added now. No, I mean, can Ifa initiate pray in the own language, in their own language? Of course, you can pray in your own language. Of course, you can pray in your own language, okay? But what we are saying is that Ifa stanzas, Ifa incantation, is advisable to use Yoruba language to chant the incantation, okay? Because they say do it the way it's being done so that it can work the way it should work. You know, ẹ ṣe bó ṣe ẹ ṣe bá ṣe ń ṣe kó lè rí bó ṣe máa bó ṣe kó lè rí bó ṣe ń rí. You understand? So the language that we understand, that our orisha understand, is Yoruba. I can say that, you know, like incantation. When you say incantation, so you are trying to bring down the spirit of Orunmila. Of course, it is advisable to speak Yoruba to chant the incantation. But if you want to pray for yourself, you can pray in your own language. You can pray in your own language. Of course, he will understand, you know. But the stanzas, is advisable to master the pronunciation of the stanza in the language. But if you can't, you can use English or any other languages you understand to say it. All right. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you. So if you wish to speak with me, you are free. My WhatsApp number is there. You can go to the about section of this video to get my WhatsApp number. You see the link there. You click on it. It will take you to my WhatsApp. So if you have any question, if you have any contribution, if you have any complaint, if you have anything whatsoever to discuss with me, just shout me up. I will listen to you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you very much. You know, don't forget to click on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge if you are new to this channel. And I say bye for now to you, then get a better life.